Hello again. So for the repair today we have this Samsung TV with a curve. It's a newer model. The model number is a QN75Q8CAMF, and the problem in this one, it has no power at all. Let me plug it to the power and show you. So this is the connect box, and I'm gonna plug the TV to the power. Yeah, there is no standby light here. Put this one on the ground, and let's this one move it to the voltage. And here, if we look at this connector that's going, this is a small main board and a cheek-on board, so 2 in 1. So we have here, if you see here, standby is a 7 volt. We don't have 7 volt over there. Plus, in this connector here, you can see some voltages here. We should find like something around 13 volt here. We have just a half a volt. So there is a voltage, but it's very, very small. And so we check in this big capacitor. So on this big capacitor, we have 160 volt. So there is a voltage going to the big capacitor. This is the boosting transformer, and I guess these two transformers, one of them is for these voltages and one of them is for the backlight voltages. That's going to the driver board. So again, let's test. So we test this voltage here, like we don't put this one in the ground because this part of the power supply is not connected to the TV ground. That's why you're going to need to test between here and here. If you do any testing in the primary side, you can see this black line here. This is the primary side and this is the secondary side. The ground for the primary is not connected to the ground and the secondary for safety. And you can see this is hot here and it's cold here. So any testing here, if you need the ground, get the ground from this capacitor. The ground in this capacitor is the negative side. This is the negative side. And the ground for the cold side is the any ground in the TV. So that's why when I want to test here, I'm gonna put this one on the ground, and we test these diodes. We have half a volt over there, half a volt. So look like that's what we get, the half a volt. This one we have 5 volt, and this one here 5 volt. So some parts they have some voltages, but it's not enough. So there is 11 volt here, 11 volt, same thing, same thing, 11 volt. So there is some voltages, but it's not enough. I'm gonna check the board and flip it, look at it the other side to see if we can see anything not right. That's some black marks over there, but I think it's just a marker. That's not crack. So this is the other side of the power board, and so we're gonna look closely, see if there is anything doesn't look right, any burning component. Before I tell you what's going on with the board, so I will let you see if you can see it by yourself first. I'm gonna go all over the board. So did you see anything? All right, let's look close. Let's look from this angle. Yeah, that's the problem. If you did see these two connectors, yep, you find out what's going on with that board. You see the crack? You see how big that crack is? These two pins. Alright, let's solder it and see if that's going to fix the problem. So let me see. So we have one crack here. This one here. This one here. We're going to resolder these two. This one look like cracked. Yeah, basically I'm going to solder all the transformer. Yeah, it's better. I soldered all the transformer. It looked like it wasn't enough solder. So that's like over a $1,500 TV. It doesn't have enough solder. So let me see if you can. One here. So we scratch the both sides for the solder to stick good to the pen and to the pad. The same thing happened to the other TV that I showed you before. That's LG. The transformer is a big component, and it has a coil inside it. That's coil. It's work with the frequency, and that frequency is causing the vibration and cracks. Solder is good, so it's not going to happen in the future. we look around if we can see any weak solder or any bad solder or something like half cracked that's may crack it in the future. No, it looks good. So here is the port and the place, and so we plug the power to the TV. I did see some backlight here, you can see it. Yeah, so there is a backlight. Yeah, I can see some data on the screen. Yep, you see it? Channel, power off. So the TV fixed. Alright, let's see the voltage that I told you about. Just for you to know more about this power supply. So we put this one in the TV ground. We're going to test in this connector. So we have 13 volt over there almost. So it's good. And in these two capacitors we are going to have, beside 160, we're going to have like 300 something. Yeah, 390 in this big capacitor, because now the boosting circuit transformer, they works. So these transformers, their job is to transfer 160 to make it almost 400 or 390 to boost the voltage. That's the job of this two transformer. The other transformer, this one is for the other voltages, 13 volt, and the backlight voltages. So this TV is fixed, and this is how we fix it. And this is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on next one for any new repair. Thank you.